the regular council meeting or the special council meeting for Monday, November 17th, where we are listening to funding requests from community groups. We are now moving on to item 15, Mainsprings Pregnancy and Family Care, Strathmore. Good evening, and if you could introduce yourself. Welcome.
Good evening, Mayor and Council members. My name is Drinda, and I'm the Director of Mainsprings Pregnancy and Family Support here in Strathmore. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you this evening and for your continued support of our work. Your funding last year helped us enhance our space and build a small kitchen, a warm and welcoming place for staff, volunteers, and parents to share coffee, conversation, and build community. At Mainsprings, our heart is to walk alongside women, men, and families through pregnancy, early parenting, and the challenges that come with those seasons. We believe every person has value and deserves compassion, care, and hope. Our recent name change to Mainsprings Pregnancy and Family Support reflects our commitment to supporting the whole family. We've seen a growing number of men coming alongside their partners, seeking education, encouragement, and connection. Our team provides a wide range of emotional, practical, and educational support, including pregnancy and parenting support, free confidential care, options information, and encouragement for expectant parents, material assistance, diapers, wipes, formula, clothing, and other essentials for families facing financial hardship, parenting education and mentorship, one-on-one and group sessions that help parents build confidence and strengthen family relationships, support for dads, programs connecting new and experienced fathers with tools and encouragement for their vital role, referrals and community connections, linking families to housing, medical care, counseling, and other local resources, postpartum and mental health support, working alongside the local postpartum support group and community agencies to provide free sessions for our moms in this community, to make sure no one is isolated or walking this journey alone. I have been helping to facilitate this program the last few weeks. One mom recently shared, "This group has helped me in so many ways, but the biggest change has been my mental health. Hearing from other moms in the same position has made this experience so much better." Over the past year, community needs have grown. Families are struggling with finances, housing, mental health, legal challenges, and limited access to medical support. Our small team is working hard to meet these demands, but the need continues to rise. This year, we are respectfully requesting funding from the Town Council to support with volunteer training and development. Our volunteers are the heart of what we do and work very closely with our clients. With proper training, they can offer compassionate, informed care that strengthens our ability to serve families well. Part-time staff support. Adding another part-time staff member will allow us to better coordinate programs, respond to the growing needs, and support the increasing number of families coming through our doors. What we are hearing from our clients. When I came to Mainsprings, I was terrified and alone. They met me with kindness, helped me prepare for my baby, and remind me I wasn't a failure. They gave me hope. From a new dad, the dads group showed me I wasn't the only one struggling. It helped me be a better partner and father. From a family, after we lost our housing, Mainsprings helped us with essentials and connected us to local resources. They didn't just give us diapers, they gave us dignity. From a new mom, the support we received made our journey into parenthood so much more joyful and manageable. And I can't help but think of the many women out there who may not have had the support system that I did. For them, Mainsprings can truly be life-changing. Recently, a young mother, only 2 weeks into her journey with her newborn, was overwhelmed with gratitude when she received a baby essentials package from us. She tried to pay for it, unsure it was a gift for her and her baby. When we assured her that there was no cost, she quietly said, "No one has ever treated me this way before." We are seeing an increase with families struggling with legal battles, often with young children caught in between. Parents can feel overwhelmed navigating these difficult times. One client shared, "You hear me. You reach out and are always checking in with me. You are the one I trust in all of this. Thank you for all you do and your support." Moments like this remind us why we do what we do. We are proud to work alongside other community agencies and to support families from cultural backgrounds. We continue to support Siksika Nation and have strong connections with Siksika Family Services and the Outreach School, supporting families as they face barriers. Together, we are building a stronger, more connected, and compassionate community. In closing, thank you for your time, for the work that you do on behalf of this community, and for considering this request to stand with us and with the families we serve.
Thank you for your presentation. Do we have questions for our presenter? Seeing none, thank you very much. Councillor Langmaid, are you going to seek? Oh, thanks, CAO Scoville. We move now to item 16, Christian A. Young Man Foundation. Thank you for your patience tonight, and welcome. If you could introduce yourselves to the people at home.
Okay, nisduanagok so pamo, nidum tutu siksika, ninna honesta, agaskunagada, na honesta, Karen, na six honestaya, utskapani gi inaxistiksina, natsis tawakya. Hi, I'm Melody A. Young Man Hunt, and I am the mother of Christian A. Young Man. And I first off want to humbly thank the town of Strathmore and Siksika Nation for all your support to our family in creating the Kakadusi Christian A. Young Man Foundation. So tonight I'll be presenting on the work that has been done and which has been immensely growing under the foundation. Next year, we're going on to our 4th annual Lead by Example powwow. And we've done numerous events and activities this past year. So we've crowned our new princess, Justice Pickens. She's in the first photograph in the package that I've sent you. She's from Kainai, and she's been representing the work between Siksika and Strathmore all over Canada and the United States. And as we go forward, we've had elders come from White Swan, Washington, who came to support the Lead by Example powwow and gave us, our family, the blessing of what we're doing with the communities. And they said that what we're doing is a really good thing with what we've started, although it was something tragic, but it's very meaningful to all First Nations communities, not just to our own communities, but it's touched many people's lives because First Nations lives are affected all over North America. And they gave us their blessing to continue, and they came all the way from the US to support us and give us their blessing. That was Kenny and Louise Gabby Robe. And then we have numerous volunteers from the town of Strathmore, all over, even from China, from Arizona, Hobima, Tsutina, Siksika, Strathmore, just to name a few. And our head staff that we bring into the town come from all over. They come from California, Manitoba, from all directions. We've been bringing people in. And we just recently attended a powwow in the town of, the city of Lethbridge. And everyone's looking forward to next year's powwow and asking us about it, and they're excited about it. So we're putting Strathmore on the map, and we're bringing really good, positive reconciliation work and all the work that we're doing, putting the town on the map. We bring in all sorts of dancers from all over Canada and the United States. And these dancers are the finest dancers that come from everywhere. We not only host the Lead by Example powwow, we've also began hosting the Lead by Example Cultural Sharing Day, which we host here in the town of Strathmore. And our first one was at the Ag Society grounds, and the second one was at the Strathmore Motor Products Sports Center. And we've drawn over 500 students, where our Siksika Nation students learn all year their history of Blackfoot people up into today's current curriculum. And they come into the town of Strathmore and set up almost like a science fair, sharing their history, their language, their story, their dance. And so that's another thing I thank Strathmore for, being a part of that reconciliation. You're taking true action in the reconciliation throughout all our communities. We have teachers that are coming out. We have many volunteers coming out to support that. And through our work, we've also been invited to meeting people such as the owners of the company De Havilland, where we were able to speak to their workers and talk about our First Nations history, and they are very interested to learn more. So they invited our family out to speak on it and to be a part of their blessing of their new airplane that came into Canada. And then we've also hosted our first conference in March at the Deerfoot Inn and Casino. That drew in many people from all around, and all the communities, and even the mayors from surrounding communities. We've also been invited to host, because of the good work that we're doing with Strathmore, we were invited to host and run the powwow in Chestermere. Chestermere has had their first powwow because of the work we're doing here in the town of Strathmore. And there's other communities following our lead of the work that we are doing. And Chestermere wants their powwow to be bigger next year, so they're asking us to run their powwow. And they waived the fee for hosting the powwow there. It's going to be a 2-day event. We do not have to rent the venue. They are supporting. We have their full support with that as well. And there's so much more. I've been invited myself as Christian's mother to speak on our healing journey and the many doors of opportunity opening to share our story and the work that we're doing here with the town of Strathmore and Siksika. And so next year, I invite Mayor Pat Fuel, all you new council members, and the whole town of Strathmore. We have brought so much economy to your town. We've been supported by the town of Strathmore with everything that you've done. We've sold out hotels, restaurants, fast food restaurants, your grocery stores. And now it's time, we want to invite you to Siksika next year, to Blackfoot Crossing Historical Park for the Lead by Example powwow, and learn about my ancestors, our true history of the Siksika, where the Treaty 7 was signed, and where the whole museum entails all about our First Nations Blackfoot history, your neighbors, Siksika Nation. And so we're looking forward to continuing to work together. And it was brought to the table, it was in the talks where, because our family find this work so important and we do it wholeheartedly, we are asking for the amount of $10,000, but it was mentioned in past meetings where the town would match Siksiga. And so I bring that back to the table and ask if that can be done. And the work that we do goes above and beyond. We've gone endless hours all throughout the year, volunteering our time to support such an important cause of the murdered missing Indigenous people. And we wholeheartedly thank Siksiga and Strathmore for everything and for backing us up and working together. And we feel that is such important work. And I thank you for having us here today. Again.
Thank you, Melody. Are there any questions for our presenters? Councillor Wegener?
I do have one. Again, thank you for your presentation and for the new counselors in that the powwow is a great event. I actually had the privilege of knowing Christian through my volunteer work with the Kings hockey team. Just a couple of questions. Do you know how many people come through here on powwow weekend? An estimate?
Yeah, the volunteers have grown from 40 to well over close to 100, I would say. And that's not only just including the powwow, that's all the work that we're doing. It's growing. And we also have new board members, so we've grown from 7 to 9 board members. Our first year, we had 3,000 people come through, and now we have even more so than that coming through the town of Strathmore.
Okay, and as you mentioned, it's not just a Strathmore Siksika event. It is international Canada and the U.S. I do see that Strathmore does get a lot of acknowledgement throughout the country from people that come up here, but also the Lead by Example powwow princesses that travel to all these other powwows throughout Canada and the U.S. And if you ever get a chance to look at the crown that they wear, it's an incredible piece of art with the Strathmore and Siksika logos or emblems on it. So I do appreciate everything, and thank you for your presentation.
Thank you, Councillor Wegener. Councillor Wiley?
It just makes me so proud to get to be a part of this. We've got the Strathmore Stampede in the summer, and then we've got the Lead by Example powwow. Just a question for you. So it's going to be at the Egg Grounds again, the Strathmore Egg Grounds again, and then which weekend?
So it's going to be held at Blackfoot Crossing Historical Park next year.
Okay, so we're going to do it there once, and then maybe come back here the following year?
The reason being is it's the 4th year, and in First Nations, for Siksiga or Blackfoots, we do things in 4s and 7s. And the weird thing about that, but it's the 7th year of Christian's passing, but the 4th year of the ongoing of the Lead by Example powwow, which was only supposed to be a one-time thing because it was his 4th year, but because of the immense work involved of our communities coming together, it's just been growing and growing.
Okay, thank you.
And Melody, what's the weekend for that again?
June 6th and 7th.
Okay.
Or the Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for your presentation, and thank you for all your hard work. And I know it comes from a place of love for your son, and we respect that. And he was a valued member of our town as well, because he came through our school system, came through our minor sports, minor hockey program. So it did impact Strathmore a great deal. And you're absolutely right. When that happened, it galvanized and it brought our communities together. And it was shown in that candlelight walk that we did here. It was very impressive.
Thank you. And I'm not only thinking of just my son, I'm thinking of my children, my grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, our communities, our future generations. And thank you for leading by example.
Thank you for everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. That brings us to the conclusion of our evening. So there's nothing left to do except to adjourn the meeting at 9:05 p.m.